I was blacked out all the time. I got blacked out at a nail appointment, and somebody had to come pick me up because I couldn't drive my car home. I stopped being fun, and I became whoever's liability I was that I was around. And I hated that. But so this last 6 weeks was really bad. July 2nd, I got a DUI, and we had a conversation that morning that made me upset. And so I drank. And after I got my first DUI, my parents picked me up from jail and brought me back home. And my husband was like, we're going to figure this out. We're going to figure this out. It's going to be okay. And I'm like, I'm never drinking again. I can't believe it. This has happened to me. Like, I'm in jail. Blah. So I'm like, I'm never drinking again. 36 hours later, I got my second DUI. And I went to jail in Gary, Indiana. And I blew a .24, which is 3 times the legal limit. And I got strip searched and a mug shot and handcuffed to the wall and put in a cell. And I think that was probably the first time like that my addiction showed me just how much it had taken from me. I never imagined myself in jail. And I, at that moment, felt like, like all I want to do is be a good mom. And I don't think I've been doing that. And my kids deserve that. And they deserve somebody healthier than me. And I think for a long time, I thought I'll just check out because I don't know how to fix myself. But when I was in jail, I realized I did not want to check out. I did want to be this person that I knew I could be. So I'm in jail for 36 hours, and my parents drove 5 hours to come pick me up from jail at 34 and a mom of 4 going through a divorce in another state. My dad's face was like, so we're driving home and I'm looking into rehabs in the back of my parents' car. And it was like probably the most shame I've ever felt in my whole life. And embarrassed and angry and alone and frustrated and all the things. But it was like I couldn't even give up right. I couldn't even give up right. Like, I'm not even good at giving up. Like, I wanted the game to be over, and I didn't even do, so I was so frustrated that there was no way for me to avoid doing the work, whatever the fuck that meant.
Sure.
I was willing to go around it in any way. I'll change anything else in my life. Just let me have the champagne. But I stayed sober for 10 days after I got out of jail. I got an IID put in my car for 18 months. That's that blowy thing you have to do to start your car.
Right.
But it's not just to start your car. It's called a rolling test. And so like every 15 minutes it goes off and you have to blow into it. So if you have sleeping children, it will wake them up every time. And if you don't blow correctly, your car will start honking and flashing until you pass, or you have to turn your car off. So like I did it wrong a handful of times, like in the Starbucks parking lot, right? And it's like your whole fucking car's, I mean, it was just
It's got to help the healing journey.
But yeah, so like I came home and I'm like, all right, obviously I don't know how to get sober and live life at the same time, which is a huge problem.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I got to go to rehab. But the difference was I chose to go to rehab. I went to rehab because I knew I needed to go to rehab. I didn't go to rehab because somebody told me to.